My next guest was planning to vote no on the health care legislation before it was pulled this afternoon. Joining us now about what's next for House Republicans, Congressman Louie Gohmert, member of the House Judiciary Committee, Congressman of the great state of Texas. And Congressman, I know you weren't surprised to see the bill pulled today. Your thoughts about, who's responsible for this? I don't want to get involved in a blame game, but right. I just don't see anyone responsible other than the Speaker of the House.
Well, on the issue of responsibility, there were some people in the Freedom Caucus that were saying that we really hope that this does go to a vote so that people will see when it goes down. It's not just conservatives that right. had major problems, that there would probably be an equal number of people in the Tuesday group, the more moderate, right. than the conservatives. Right. At least as many, because there were some real problems with this. And I hope that the real loser here is the procedure of the way that things have been done for the last 20 years, it seems.
What are you talking about? The Speaker said it was a member, these are his words, a member-driven process.
Right, and he correctly pointed out they had listening sessions, but they did the listening sessions, and it was like they checked the box. And then they went out, and we're going, who wrote this? This sounds like some insurance lobbyists wrote this. Where'd this come from? It's not enough to listen. Well,
did insurance company lobbyists write part of this bill?
There has to have been some of that participation in there. Has to be. I don't know who wrote it, Lou, but I know that the key is not in the listening sessions before the bill is written. The bill, the more important is who writes the bill, and then do we have a chance to sit down and talk about it before it's ever pushed forward as our party's bill. And I'm telling you, I know just previously it was said that, that Trump was the real loser, but if you got a chance
not
to
by
hear
me,
that,
and not by anybody on this show knows anything.
Lou, seeing that man work behind the scenes, after the convention, I was for him. I was supportive. I became the Texas co-chair. Right. But I had no idea that man could work like that behind the scenes. He was fabulous. It was really, if I hadn't been so involved, it would have been. And then today, though, his comments were like the wisest leader. They were deep. They were humble, prescient, because I think he's right. We're going to get a better bill because of this. Well,
I think he's also right that you're going to get a bill that is bipartisan, because I also think he's right that Obamacare is about to explode.
It is. It is. And people are hurting all over the country. And what I hope that people watching will understand is that this bill, we were told, even if we pass this bill exactly like it is, without any changes at all, rates will probably go up for 75% or so the next 2 years, but we think we might get your rates down 10%. Lou, I'm
over
hearing
10
from
years.
People. I'm hearing from people that say, I can't afford it this year. I need some help. We can't keep this up. So this wasn't going to do it for them. For those that were saying, please, just pass something, this was not the answer. And I know I trust Tom Price completely, but giving more federal government power is not a problem for Tom Price being there, but it's the Kathleen Sebelius that follows him that will really destroy what's left of health care.
One thing that I think it's very clear, whether people want to acknowledge it or not, or too gracious to say it, and that is a speaker who has regular order and who is bringing back hearings and actually a member-driven process would perhaps give the membership time to examine the legislation, contribute to it mightily, and to talk straight about what it contains.
Well, it's not member-driven when you say, we have the bill prepared, it's going to go through a long hours, but nobody gets to amend it. You can't change a thing. You got to vote down every. Really? That's member-driven?
Well, maybe this was a leadership learning experience and process as well.
Well, I certainly pray so. Thank you, Lou. Thanks for your insights.
Thank you, and thank you for yours, sir. Always good to share those insights.
Thank you, Lou. I mean, thank you.
I mean it back.